The year 2024 has already started off rich in events in the world of professional boxing. Alongside these events, there exists a vast array of potentially brewing matchups. One such highly anticipated bout being between Canelo Alvarez and the young yet highly reputable professional David Benavidez. Canelo is the undisputed champion in the 168-pound weight class and is regarded as the best boxer regardless of weight class by the prestigious boxing portal The Ring, despite facing some challenges in his career. Alvarez put an end to retirement rumors by defeating Jermell Charlo on October 1, 2023. Currently, the Mexican boxer and his team are contemplating their next steps, and one of the most logical and obvious paths for him has long been a fight against Benavidez. Early in his career, David Benavidez missed several opportunities to face Canelo in the ring. His struggles with substance abuse and the repercussions of several disciplinary measures due to failed weigh-ins prevented this meeting. At present, with a flawless record of 28-0, David is at the pinnacle of his career and could pose a serious challenge to Canelo, aiming for all his titles in this division. Let's delve deeper into the careers and unique traits of these boxers. Make sure to watch to the end and see our breakdown of this fight. David Benavidez was born in Phoenix, Arizona. His father is Mexican, while his mother has roots in Ecuador and the Dominican Republic. Boxing has become an integral part of their family's life. David's older brother, Jose Benavidez Jr., is also a professional boxer, and their father took on the role of coaching both brothers, overseeing their training regimen. Despite being involved in boxing from an early age, David faced weight issues as a teenager due to a lack of discipline and poor dietary habits. At 15 years old, he weighed nearly 250 kilos. However, by organizing structured training sessions, he not only managed to shed the excess weight, but also honed his innate boxing talent, which soon became evident. Without spending much time establishing a record among amateurs, after just 15 fights and no losses, at the age of 17, David moved to professional boxing. Let's take a closer look at some of his most notable performances in the professional arena to better understand the strategy and techniques employed by David in the ring. In the fall of 2017, David Benavidez had the opportunity to compete for the vacant WBC belt in the super middleweight division against Romanian boxer Ronald Gabriel. The bout took place in Las Vegas, marking the first time Benavidez faced a boxer of such high caliber. Gabriel opted for a strategy focused on working at a distance and initially controlled the fight successfully. However, after several rounds, Benavidez adapted to the competition, and his characteristic attacks at close range became more effective. Despite gaining the advantage, the fight wasn't close to conclusion. It was in the final round that a knockdown occurred, the first in David's career. While not at the level he had showcased in previous fights, it underscored Gabriel's strength and skill. Ultimately, Benavidez emerged victorious and claimed the belt, marking his first split decision win in his career. On that day, he became the youngest title holder in the super middleweight division. Gabriel, seeking closure, requested a rematch. The rematch unfolded in a more familiar manner for Benavidez. He confidently closed the distance on his opponent, executing powerful body shots, particularly targeting the liver. This time, the Romanian boxer was less assertive, affecting his performance. David dominated, denying his opponent any chance of victory or imposing his own fighting style, knocking him down several times. As a result, Benavidez successfully defended his title. Across these two fights with his Romanian counterpart, he showcased his ability to manage his stamina throughout the entire fight and adapt to find opportunities to launch attacks. Despite being a fairly orthodox representative of the Mexican boxing style, he posed challenges to his opponent when pressing forward. The next significant milestone in David Benavidez's career was his confrontation with Caleb Plant. Not long ago, Plant faced Alvarez in the ring and couldn't defeat him. Although their clash was heated in every sense, the fight with Benavidez was no exception. Both boxers willingly fueled interest in their upcoming epic showdown. The bout lived up to the expectations of all boxing fans. Plant showcased the beauty of his style in the first and third rounds of the fight. However, understanding Benavidez's tactical cunning, this was really the beginning of a reconnaissance phase, seizing the initiative. Midway through the fight, Benavidez began effectively leveraging his advantage in close range, something Plant had experienced before in his previous fight with Canelo. On that evening, in the final round, Plant managed to survive, resisting the damage inflicted in a short period, but remained on his feet. David Benavidez claimed victory based on a unanimous decision from the judges. Benavidez was already the primary contender for a meeting with Alvarez. Before ascending to the top, he had to fight for the temporary WBC belt against Demetrius Andrade. Before the fight, Benavidez stated, "The fight we tried to make was a meeting with the fight I rightfully earned. I am the #1 contender for the WBC belt, and he didn't want to give me that fight, so we turned to the second best option." Demetrius Andrade is a fighter many have refused, and he's genuinely good, but it's time to destroy him. The combined interest also surrounded the collective record of Benavidez and Andrade, 59-0. In theory, it could have been a highly competitive showdown between two masters. Benavidez dominated the fight starting from the third round, when the initiative shifted completely to him. In the fourth round, he knocked Andrade down. Although the opponent got up in the subsequent rounds, he couldn't withstand Benavidez's powerful blows. After the sixth round, Andrade declined to continue the fight. The convincing victory defended Benavidez's temporary WBC World Champion title and bolstered his position as the primary contender for a bout with Canelo Alvarez in the super middleweight division. At the moment, it's challenging to find a more suitable opponent for Canelo. Discussions about a rematch with Dmitry Bivol are progressing very slowly, not only due to personal wishes but also because of Dmitry's citizenship and the politics surrounding Russian boxers from the head of the WBC. Therefore, the young and stylistically similar Benavidez seems to be the only legitimate challenger for the champion. Now let's move on to the equally intriguing Canelo Alvarez. Recognized as the best boxer regardless of weight class by the Ring magazine from 2019 to 2022, he was also named Boxer of the Year by the same magazine in 2019 and 2021. In the professional circuit, Alvarez boasts undisputed championship status in the super middleweight division since 2021. His path to glory includes numerous world champion titles across various weight divisions and versions from WBC, WBA, and WBO. In the ring, he also holds the record for being the highest paid boxer to date. From October 2018 to March 2019, he held the highest individual contract sum in sports history, and even now, he remains the leader in average annual payment for exclusive online broadcasting rights of his fight. Saul Canelo Alvarez entered the world of boxing at the age of 13, competing in 20 amateur bouts within 2 years. His extensive amateur experience included winning the silver medal at the 2004 Mexican Championship and a gold medal in 2005. During that time, the young boxer was given a nickname that became inseparable from him, Canelo. This name was inspired by his unusual